Myrddin Wyllt is a figure in medieval Welsh legend, a prophet and a madman. He was introduced into Arthurian legend by Geoffrey of Monmouth as Merlin the Wizard, associated with the town of Carmarthen in South Wales. In Middle Welsh poetry he is accounted a chief bard, the speaker of several poems in the Black Book of Carmarthen and the Red Book of Hergest. He is called Wyllt the Wild by Elis Gruffydd, and elsewhere Myrddin Emrys, Merlinus Caledonensis or Merlin Sylvestris. Although his legend centers on a known Celtic theme, Myrddin's legend is rooted in history, for he is said to have gone mad after the Battle of Arthureth at Arthurian, at which Kyle of Strathclyde defeated Gwyndlw. According to the Annal Cambriae, this took place in AD 573. Myrddin fled into the forest, lived with the animals and received the gift of prophecy. Myrddin Wylt's legend closely resembles that of a North British figure called Lailoken, which appears in Jocelyn of Furness' 12th century Life of Kentigern, an important founder of the post-Roman Church in Strathclyde, said to have died in 612 CE. Lailoken is identified with Merlin in the late 15th century Lailoken and Kentigern, but the alternative name may already be present in the 12th century dialogue of Myrddin with his twin sister Gwyndlw, for she addresses him several times as Llallwg, for which the diminutive would be Lalgan. Scholars differ as to the independence or identity of Lailoken and Myrddin, though there is more agreement as to Myrddin's original independence from a later Welsh legends. Myrddin's grave is reputed to lie near the River Tweed in the village of Drumelsia near Peebles, although nothing remains above ground level at the site. Geoffrey of Monmouth. The modern depiction of Merlin began with Geoffrey of Monmouth. His book Prophetiae Merlini was intended to be a collection of the prophecies of the Welsh figure of Myrddin, whom he called Merlin. He included the Prophetiae in his more famous second work, the Historia Regum Britanniae. In this work, however, he constructed an account of Merlin's life that placed him in the time of Aurelius Ambrosius and King Arthur, decades before the lifetime of Myrddin Wyllt. He also attached to him an episode originally ascribed to Ambrosius, and others that appear to be of his own invention. Geoffrey later wrote the Vita Merlini, an account based more closely on the earlier Welsh stories about Myrddin and his experiences at Arthurian, and explained that the action was taking place long after Merlin's involvement with Arthur. However, the Vita Merlini did not prove popular enough to counter the version of Merlin in the Historia, which went on to influence most later accounts of the character. One exception to this is the work of Count Nikolai Tolstoy titled The Coming of the King.